I think we've definitely gone long enough to talk about what we've been playing. I think we should move on to our segment 2, of course, the patch notes.
Yes.
Yes, here we go.
So,
Frank, throw it to you, baby.
Notes. Yeah. Our first article this week comes from IGN. Nintendo Direct February 2021. Everything announced, including The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD by Adam Bankhurst. So, guys, earlier this week, Nintendo had their first full Direct since September of 2019. It's been that long. Of course, they had their minis, right? They had their minis, but this is the first full Direct since September of 2019. It had its share of announcements. You know, we might like some of them, we might not like all of them, but what do we think about it?
I was bored. No, I'm kidding.
I was also bored.
There was a lot. Okay, there's a few things in there I'm like, great. But as the coming back party of like, hey, we haven't done this in forever, I just think that it was very lackluster for what they had. And I honestly don't know what the fault is. If the fault is obviously the pandemic, which is a big factor, I totally can get that for a lot of games. They even had to apologize, which they do often when things get delayed. But at the same time, I just hope that, there's some more stuff in the future that I can look forward to, because a lot of the things that excited me are still not even this year. They're like around the corner.
2022.
Yeah. Feed, you have something to say? Oh, sorry. Every time I see your hand up, you keep raising your hand, and I'm like, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna throw it to you. I don't know.
I know you're hyped about something, Fee.
Yeah, you're hyped about something.
Yes, right? I'm super freaking excited, guys. I don't know if you guys know this. I love mystery games. I love trying to figure out a murder mystery, specifically Famicom. Oh my god. I love the fact that I was watching Harv stream, and he's like, this is such a Fee game. I don't know what else to say other than the fact it's such a Fee game. I was screaming. I was so excited because I've heard really good things about it, but it has never been brought over to the Western market. And so being able to see it, and not only that, it looks phenomenal for a RPG murder mystery game. I freaked the hell out. So I'm so excited to see that. And I know, I definitely agree, a lot of people aren't super excited about what happened at the Nintendo Direct, but I also know that a lot of people were, because I've literally watched people cry because of Splatoon 3. When I know for a lot of us, it wasn't super exciting, but some people were like, it was like seeing, I don't know, a miracle happen. Which, by the way, I kind of wish they brought Mario Kart before they brought another Splatoon game.
Or anything else before another Splatoon game.
I love you just shitting on Splatoon while praising it at the same time.
Yeah.
I mean, here I am. This is me. I also was slightly upset because they were going to, a lot of Ace Attorney fans, which I am one of them, which, shocker, it's a detective/lawyer game that is a lot of mystery-esque kind of options, even though that's not how things work, and lawyers are not detectives. But I'm not here to talk about why Phoenix Wright doesn't work properly. I mean, here, I could talk about that at a later date. They're actually in talks to bring one of the IPs that was released in Japan but was never brought over to the West, which was a early 19th century, before, I think it was in the 1800s specifically, where Ace Attorney's great-great-grandfather is a lawyer, and he does a bunch of stuff. So a lot of us, I know the small community who's really hyped about Ace Attorney, we're really, really hoping for that in this showcase, but I understand they probably didn't do that because they've also said that it's going to be coming for PlayStation. And Nintendo likes to be kind of a little petty, and the second that it's just it's not an IP that's just for Nintendo, that's not going to be shown at a Direct. And so that's why I was really excited to see Famicom. But yeah. Thumbs up.
I want to say the Famicom stuff, that Famicom mystery stuff, looked awesome because it was something that I have not seen in a mystery game before, where they have animated cutscenes in a way or like animated people like in their cutscenes when they're talking and stuff. I was like, man, this actually looks really fucking good.
This is a remake, isn't it? Or like a bringing back?
This is a remake. Yeah, this is a remake, and they're bringing it to the West, like what he said.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just, I was like, man, this is something. This is the one thing that's always kind of like made me not want to play these games, because like everything is so static when it comes to these games. But this game kind of changes that. And I'm like, maybe this is the one. Maybe this is the one. I don't know.
Well, they kind of they slightly introduced that in the newer Ace Attorney game. It's not to the extent that they showed in the Famicom trailer. And to kind of give you an idea, Famicom first was released in 1988. Like, I don't know specifically one that's coming from to the West. And I'm saying to the West because it's originally from Japan. It's originally, like, it was released in 1988. My absolute apologies. I definitely should have looked this up beforehand. If it's the same IP that was released in 1988 coming over and being remastered. If that's the case, that's absolutely bonkers, because I've seen the ones that were released in the 80s. But if that's a case where it's just like something that was released in the early 2000s, it's still really, really great. And for people who, like me, who loves Ace Attorney, Nancy Drew games, but by the way, there's a shit ton of Nancy Drew games, and then Danganronpa, it's really exciting for me, because it's usually not something that's highlighted in a direct or even at like a game conference at all, because a lot of it's just like you either like have to deal with murderers or you're going to get murdered. But like being able to put yourself in a different position for me is really, really exciting, and I always like something where I need to like think and like be decisive of my options. So I'm really, really pumped for it.
I feel like when those games come out, they're more like sidelined a little bit compared to like the bigger announcements, right? When it comes to like these kind of games. But this game, like there's a couple highlights. We're gonna get to a couple of the highlights in this direct, but this was one of them. This was one of them because like first I did say this is a fee-ass game. Like, this is as fee as the game you could get right here. But, like, I was watching it, and I was like, man, this looks really, really good. And it's something, like, maybe I'm like, maybe I could, like, do this with, like, the community or something, right? Like, we could play, like, this kind of game. Because, like, your choices matter in these kind of games, right? So, I think it'd be kind of fun to kind of jump into this one. Because I like the art style. I like the way that they've remastered it. Sure, I haven't seen what the previous versions look like. But, like, for what it looks like right now, this looks good. This looks really damn good.
No, for sure. I mean, these are games that are from the Famicom, which of course is the NES. That's the so these have been in the Nintendo family for forever. That they're now finally coming. So yeah, the fact that it's showcased is because it was a mainstay in Japan for Nintendo. So the fact that it is now here is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So no, 100%.
I wonder how many of those Famicom games like are eventually going to make it over here. They probably have like a huge just like list of games.
Where's Mother 3?
But this kind of love
I think that already happened.
I'm just joking.
No, Mother 3. I don't think Mother 3 has happened yet.
No. I think that someone's already made a fan translation of it or something like that.
Oh, well, I'm talking like,
legit.
Yeah.
I'm saying.
But I mean, like the love and care that's going into this game. I feel like not many games I feel like are gonna get that, right? Like the games that you want to get from Famicom or from the NES. So I feel like this is kind of a different thing where like they're putting love, they're putting care into it, they're putting new cutscenes, they're putting more anime style cutscenes and stuff like that. So that's like, that's
you know,
I
guys,
think it looks
gals,
I think it looks great.
And non-binary people, I was not expecting us to talk this much about Famicom Mysteries, and I'm happy. I'm actually feeling the excitement from all of you that I'm gonna play this game now.
Yeah, mystery games are very fun.
Spoiler cast?
Yes.
I've been telling you to play
mean,
Danganronpa for years. You have to try Danganronpa.
I have it downloaded.
Yeah.
Yes.
No,
those games are so great.
For sure.
Do it.
All right, Frank, can you go ahead and read us through the rest of the little bullet points that are announced at this direct?
So I know Harv was super excited about Project Triangle something. What was it called?
Project Triangle Strategy?
Yeah, there you go. Project Triangle Strategy.
I was excited too.
Harv, hit me with that. What got you hyped about Project Triangle Strategy?
Final Fantasy Tactics. Boom.
Final Fantasy Tactics.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted a Final Fantasy Tactics for freaking years. I need a Final Fantasy Tactics. This genre doesn't get enough love. Okay? Guys, tell me a game that's came out in the last like 10 years that has got the Final Fantasy Tactics like the whole Final Fantasy Tactics like method down when it comes to like these kind of games.
I can't think of any at the top of my head.
Right. One came out recently. I forgot what it was
Into
called.
the Breach?
Is that more of a tactics kind of style game?
My thing is, I'm trying to think of obviously like the Fire Emblem, but that's level based in terms of like Final Fantasy Tactics was also Elevation.
Yeah,
so
Elevation.
I can't think of another game that has Elevation. I want to say it's Into the Breach, which I've played, but I don't remember if there was Elevation involved when it comes to that game. But no, I've been wanting. I'm a huge fan of Final Fantasy Tactics Advanced specifically.
Oh, dude, I play. Okay. So I played Tactics Advanced. I finished it. I played it. The judge system was terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible. But like the game itself was really, really good. But like when it comes to like this got Octopath Traveler vibes, right?
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to the art style.
Yeah.
And then you have a tactics gameplay, which is freaking awesome. Like it just looks so good. It feels like it's polished in a way. I don't know if you guys saw that as well. But it feels like they got like the environmental aspect to it as well, where they can put like you can put something on fire and then put it put it out with water and then put lightning on it as well and do like more lightning damage around people, which is awesome. Which is a cool little aspect of it. I don't like the name Project Triangle. You say this. But Octopath stayed with their thing, all right?
Yeah.
They stayed with that name. So I'm hoping it's not Project Triangle strategy.
Well, they're going to drop the project. It'll just be Triangle strategy.
Triangle strategy. And the Salt and Iron Wars will not be just Salt Iron Wars.
Yeah.
But I think Salt Iron Wars are gonna stay.
That.
I think they're gonna stay.
The game should just be called Salt Iron Wars. I'm into that.
Yeah. But man, this is the one thing that got me hyped, like overall for the entire direct was this game, because I'm like fiending for a tactical RPG. I want a tactical RPG because like I feel like there's not enough out there, and then Square Enix is making this as well. So like this is perfect.
For the audience out there, obviously screaming at you, why haven't you played Fire Emblem Three Houses? You're talking about a very specific one, right?
Fire Emblem has never really intrigued me, mainly because, well, for one, I never got into Fire Emblem when I was growing up.
Sure.
And the other thing was like I feel like the lineage kind of is too long for me to play. Like there's just too much happening.
They're not connected.
They're not connected? I didn't know that they're not connected. I thought they were all connected and then they're all trying to do a thing.
Yeah, think of the new one as like Persona meets Harry Potter in a strategy game. Also, fuck J.K. Rowling. But that's what the story of Three Houses. So if you're looking for something, I'm just going to say this. I recommend trying it. I know it's going to be another $100 game that you're going to have to invest in. So if you find it on the secondary market, go for it. But yeah, for sure. But still, we're excited for Project Strategy. 100%.
Project Triangle Strategy looks freaking awesome. Shout out to Phil Jackson for the triangle defense, and that's all I got.
I'm happy you brought that in. Frank, what's the next point?
I was gonna ask Sly. Sly, did you watch the direct?
Yes.
Did you find anything in there that you were hyped about?
I have not been in the Nintendo ecosystem since the GameCube/Game Boy.
That's understandable. So
was
there anything in there that like almost made you want to buy a Switch at least?
This is the one. This is the direct that needed to do it.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, Nintendo games are good. They look good. I'm sure I would enjoy them. It's not worth the investment for me. I'm a broke college student. Like, I don't know. It's just not for me, you know.
I feel that because like they don't discount their games ever, right? So like
or their consoles,
So you're looking at Breath of the Wild is still $70, which is fucking weird. Which came out like 3 years ago, right?
Yes.
So
4 years ago.
You're right on that.
4
You know what
years
also
ago, yeah.
sucks about Nintendo consoles? 9 times out of 10, and sometimes you don't have to do this, especially with the GameCube or anything. But 9 times out of 10, you got to buy some fucking like case for it, or they got to buy like a screen protector for it. It's not just you buy the console; you got to buy like a whole accessory pack with it. That's all. They've always done that since like the Game Boy and stuff. Even with the Switch, it's just like, yeah, you got to buy a $300 Switch, but you want to keep it nice and cozy. You better buy that screen protector.
Yeah.
You better buy that case.
You
can buy
it right now.
You can buy
the case.
You can buy the kind of funny Switch case at roosterteeth.com/store. Sponsored.
Don't give them the plug. They're not sponsored.
I own it. I love
Give
it.
them the plug.
I own it. I
My
love the
Switch.
case. Please
Sure, like
sponsor us,
myself.
Mr. Teeth. Buy our podcast, Mr. Teeth.
Buy our podcast. Buy our podcast.
My
us
Switch
jobs,
has been
Mr.
sitting. My Switch has been sitting there, catching dust since like March of last year.
My Switch has been sitting like this for the last like year.
Since Animal Crossing. Since Animal Crossing came
Since
out.
Animal
That's where
My
Crossing.
Switch is
that's
in
where
the
that
dock,
shit's been.
and I'm ready to go play my games.
I'm not a big Switch fan either. I can't. I like to play my stuff at a computer. It's
He's
very
like,
hard for
I
me
need
to
that
set up.
full resolution.
It's not even that. It's just I
60 frames per
can't. I can't concentrate on a game when I'm outside, when I'm out and about. You know what I mean? It's just like I can't find anything that's so not needed to concentrate that I could play out there. You
I
know
have
what
two
like Mario
things for you,
Kart.
Frank.
Oh,
I
okay for that.
Where are you going outside these days? And 2, I agree with you.
Because we bring our Switches with us all the time, but we never actually do anything.
I
with
know. We used to take them to the movie theaters all the time, and we never whip it out, you know?
it. Yeah. I like Fee's reaction there. It's like, excuse me?
Yeah,
Say
that's-
whip.
Hello?
Whipping
No,
out our Switches.
I use my Switch specifically for like Ring Fit and then like Just Dance and then Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
Those are essentially my go-tos. And even if I want to play something that's on a mobile console, I play Stadia for the most part. Except the last time I think I really sat down and played on my Switch was either for the Animal Crossing, obviously, and then I was playing This Is the Police and This Is the Police 2, which is a game that you can find on PC as well.
Hey, Cab.
I don't have an excuse to
Yeah,
play my
you
Switch.
play.
I played my Switch when I went to work, like when I used to commute to work. I used to play on my Switch on the train,
Mhm.
which is like because I have an hour commute to work usually.
Uh-huh.
So like playing the Switch was nice, and then playing the Switch back was really nice as well. But now it's gotten to the point where like I got nothing unless you got a Mario, a Zelda,
Exactly.
or a Project Triangle Strategy. I'm not gonna play the Switch at the moment. So
I feel you on that. I do the same thing. I buy consoles a lot of the time. I'm a PC player, but when I buy a console, 9 times out of 10, like for example, this PS5, it's collecting dust. It's not even plugged in right now.
oh, dude,
Alright?
I'm gonna say I play Demon Souls, and that's
That's
it.
it. That's
The
it.
PS5 just sits there now. It
It's
just
an
sits
exclusive magnet. That's
Yeah.
all it is. It's an exclusive machine. God of War 2, play the shit out of it. Persona 6, play the shit out of it.
Sly-
Anything else, I can give. I have a computer for that. I can care less.
Sly is just shaking their head at us right now.
Somebody's
Yo,
there's
if I had
somebody
that
out
kind
there.
of money,
There's somebody out there screaming right now. How dare you not play that PlayStation 5?
Hey, I play.
Please give us your
I
roast
don't even know where
comments
it
down
is.
I play Bloodborne and stuff on here. You know, I play those games. I play Dark Souls. I play Demon Souls on this thing. Well, not Dark Souls, but Demon Souls on here. Right, like this. I'm right now caressing my PS5.
I'm
at the
excited
moment.
for Mario Golf. I'm
But
excited to play
yes,
some golf.
yes, that will dust off my fucking Switch real quick.
Yes.
Mario, tell me why you're hyped about
I
Mario.
want to play Mario Golf so I can play with my friends and play the putt-putt, and I love Wii Sports. Wii Sports is my favorite.
Jesus.
Minus the motion controls, Mario Golf looks so good.
Uh-huh.
It
100%.
looks so good. Minus every course looking the same.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
They're
It's a
I'm
little
okay
lazy.
with it. I'm okay with it to a certain extent. But that game looks freaking great.
I'm ready to run.
Let's
Speed
go.
golf. Let's go.
We're gonna have a golf tournament, right?
Yes.
The Pip Golf Tournament.
The Pip Golf Tournament. See who's the best golfer.
Sly, what do you have to say to us?
I just love that Frank was like, the news this week is pretty short. I'll add a couple more stories. And then we talked about Nintendo for an hour.
I already DM'd him. We're cutting the third story. So.
Yeah, we're cutting the third story. But I definitely, the last thing I definitely want to bring up is near and dear to my heart. Nintendo. Where the fuck is Shin Megami Tensei? Atlas, where the fuck is Shin Megami Tensei? Actually, double that. Where the fuck is Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne? Because that was announced at the Direct, and I haven't seen it. Where is it, Nintendo? Where?
Is it 5? Shin Megami Tensei was 5, right? They announced 5?
It's the 5th one, yes.
Yeah, they announced that, right? At one of the things? Yeah.
They did.
One of the Directs?
Yeah, and we've gotten news of it, but we haven't got. I don't think we've gotten any gameplay for it yet.
No.
We've gotten cutscenes, and that's really kind of about it. It still says 2021. Okay, and then Nocturne got a HD re-release coming out too, and it's nowhere to be found. So I want my really hard, RPGs. Nintendo, please put them back. Also, fees disappeared.
Why does this feel like it's like a Bayonetta 3 kind of thing right now?
I hope it's not. I know Atlas is better than that, but I know they don't put enough love into their Shin Megami Tensei series.
No, I'm not talking about love or anything. I'm talking more about like maybe you guys announced this too early.
Probably. Yeah, it's possible.
Right? Because I feel like Bayonetta 3 comes into that same kind of aspect where like they announced Bayonetta 3 and now we don't know anything about Bayonetta 3. Like we don't know where that game's going, what that game is, what's happening with that game.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Metroid Prime 4, like I know a lot of people thought Metroid Prime 4 was going to be here, but like sure, that one like changes studio. That one changed studios recently, right? That went to Retro Studios like what, a year ago, 2 years ago?
Yeah, they restarted the whole development. That was what, 2 years ago? Yeah. So yeah, they restarted development.
I feel like maybe them announcing Shin Megami Tensei was like too early in a way, right? And
yeah, I mean, primarily
maybe they should have waited a year or two, maybe, to actually say something about it.
It's weird because that series is primarily, I believe, on the 3DS at the time. Like we would get mainline Shin Megami Tensei series on 3DS, so this was obviously the biggest like leap forward for that. And there's just been no news other than like a story trailer, and that's kind of about it.
Yeah. But what I guess like we're gonna see it on Switch for sure, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Switch version is coming out. I just wonder if they maybe just announced it a little bit too early. It's kind of like what I feel about Elder Scrolls 6, where people are like asking about it, like where's Elder Scrolls 6? Where is this game? And I feel like they just announced it and like, you know what, it's coming.
Yeah, people forget that like Bethesda also has a game coming out before that, and it's called Starfield, and they don't even have gameplay for that yet. So
yeah, I just mean like maybe they just jumped the gun on that announcement.
It's totally possible.
Wait a couple of years for that.
Yeah, and then of course No More Heroes 3. I love the No More Hero series so much, and I'm glad.
I have never played this game. I've never played a No More Heroes game.
They're all on the Switch. They're all on the Switch.
So I don't know when I saw this trailer, I was very confused of what is happening. And there was arcade features, there was a lot of pixel art, and I was like, what is happening in this trailer right now?
This game is just an amalgamation of references to other pieces of media. The game does not take itself seriously at all. It plays like Scott Pilgrim in a way. It's a Scott Pilgrim story, or like you have to fight all the assassins and be the number one assassin, kind of like how Scott Pilgrim, gotta fight all the boyfriends to be the number one boyfriend. But it references so many other games and so many other pieces of media that I don't think anybody can play this game and go, I don't get any of these references, because there's a Star Wars reference like right off the bat.
I mean, he has basically a lightsaber.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw the trailer and I saw that and I was like, honestly, when I saw it, I was like, I'm out. I don't know what this is. I'm not gonna play it. Yeah. I'm out.
I would say play the first two. Play the first one. If you don't like it, then you don't like it. But they're really just dumb fun games.
They are all on the Switch, so you can play them. They are available.
I believe play them. Yeah.
I believe this is Suda 51, right?
It is Suda 51.
Yeah. So it's a Suda 51 game. So if you played any other Suda 51 games, you already know what you're getting into with No More Heroes.
Yeah.
And then I know you were not that hyped about the Skyward Sword announcement, Harv, when I was watching your stream. We were talking about Wind Waker though, and the big rumor in the mill right now is that Wind Waker HD is coming, but is going to be saved for the Legend of Zelda anniversary later this year.
All right. Okay, I'm gonna unpack this for you guys. All right, I'm gonna unpack this for you.
We're already here.
Sword.
We've established a house, so go ahead.
Yes, I'm gonna unpack all the cardboard boxes here.
All the
for
skeletons in the closet coming out.
Yeah. So Skyward Sword is a prequel to every other Zelda game. It is like the initial Zelda.
We don't need to go that deep. We don't need to go telling the whole story.
You're
we
telling
just have to say,
like this.
It's a game that no one liked. It's coming out.
It's a game that sucks.
Talk your shit. Yeah.
It is not good.
Fuck Skyward Sword.
Skyward Sword is not a good game.
Fuck bomb bowling.
I am glad that they took motion controls out of it and they can have button controls. I'm glad that they did that. But the game is just not good. And the fact that like you start with an announcement, like I get it because they probably want to do a Breath of the Wild direct themselves. Mm-hmm. They want to do a direct that is just Breath of the Wild, where they want to like announce the game or announce like maybe a release date or a release window, gameplay, and a story trailer. I get that 100%. The problem is that you couldn't put Wind Waker before Skyward Sword.
I mean, would you rather have Wind Waker or Skyward Sword be announced?
Wind Waker, 1,000%, 1,000% Wind Waker. Because Wind Waker is such a better game. Like it is, that is like upper echelon Zelda. Skyward Sword is like
agreed.
Yeah, Skyward Sword is like
tech demo.
Why is it a Zelda game?
Yeah, it's a tech demo disguised as a Legend of Zelda game.
It feels like a tech demo when them trying to do with motion controls with the Wiimote and the nunchucks, right? Like I think they tried to put a Zelda game on the Wii and tried to put those controls in there and be like, this is how it feels to be Link, for example, right? But I just I feel like they missed the mark on that, and I don't think they like the remaster doesn't look that great either. I don't know.
It just looks like they up-resed it to 1080p.
Yeah, it just doesn't look great.
Yeah.
And them adding button controls is awesome. Like it's cool because like I said before when Sly was talking about Concrete Genie, I'm not a big fan of motion controls, so I'm glad that they added this. But again, the game itself is just not good.
I do want to make a note about the motion controls, but before, Fee, did you actually have something, or were you cracking your knuckles again? I just want to make sure.
Yeah, no. I did have something to say.
Yeah,
I was just gonna say, like, out of like essentially a lot of Zelda games, I think Wind Waker like was actually my favorite, and being able to like having the notion that was going to be announced to find out that it's this other Zelda game that I'm not excited about whatsoever. Like, I know Zelda is like a beloved series by all means. Like, Zelda's great, but Wind Waker just like I found myself like out of any Zelda game, I sat down for hours and didn't realize that I played 10 hours of Wind Waker because you get so immersed in the actual storyline, the quests, the actual like being able to sail on a ship and do all this other stuff. I thought that was so cool. And then seeing this come out, I was very disappointed because everyone was just like, they're going to talk about Wind Waker. And I'm like, whoa. And then it's just like, oh.
Oh,
just,
no.
like, slowly move your, like, I understand, like, I completely respect wanting to keep that until the anniversary and then showing that off. But I will admit that was definitely a low point for me in the direct.
Oh, for sure. I did want to say something about the motion control aspect because it was part of the game. The reason why I didn't buy that game to begin with, because I didn't necessarily enjoy it in Twilight Princess. I did want to point something out that happened on my old stomping grounds, youtube.com/DualShockers. They released a video about basically what is different, obviously, in this new HD remaster, and they made it a surprise accessibility video, and sort of made accessibility a joke in the video. And I want to point out that is something I would never have done. They are shitty for that. Ben Bayless, of course, was very outspoken about this, called it out, and I'm 100% behind him. I just want to call that out because I think that adding, obviously, the new controls is awesome. for people that have had problems with the fact that with the motor skills and stuff that to be able to do the waggle and stuff like that. So this gives them a thing. And I think that the way they presented it in that video was shitty. So I just wanted to bring that up specifically. But I'm happy now that I can enjoy the game now because the now controller option is there. And maybe the game will be better for it. It probably won't, but I'm still going to give it a shot now because it has actual controls. So
I don't want to put a preconceived, like, I feel like I'm putting a preconceived notion in everybody that this is a shitty game. For a Zelda game, this is not, like, when you look at Zelda games that have came out previous to this is probably like the lower end of them.
Sure.
It's not like a shitty game. Like it's
still one game of the year.
Yeah.
Somehow. But it's still one game of the year.
It
Somehow
might be a
Dragon
sleeper.
Age won game of the year. Dragon Age Inquisition won game of the year that one year.
Have you? Oh, okay, never mind.
We're not getting into that. We're going to talk about the
last.
There was a Smash character. Nobody gives a shit here about it. Does anybody give a shit about the last character?
The Smash character.
Xenoblade fans. Sorry.
Another sword fighter in Smash.
Tiger probably loves a Xenoblade. I don't know. I'm just making that up. I'm sorry. I love you all. I'm just kidding. But,
shocker, it's a sword fighter.
Good. It's actually a sword. Is the actual fighter.
Shocking.
They just added a sword to Smash this time.
Okay. Frank, can you tell us our second and last story? Because we went pretty hard.
Our second story does fall in line with kind of one of the core values of Point in Progress. So I wanted to make sure we talked about it this week. Our second article for this week comes from gamesindustry.biz. Microsoft launches gaming accessibility testing platform for developers by Hayden Taylor. So guys, this week, Microsoft announced a new testing platform for developers to have their games tested under quote-unquote the Xbox accessibility guidelines. Devs will receive feedback in the form of notes, screenshots, and reproduction steps to where issues are found. What do you guys think about this?
Can I yell about this?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'm very excited.
Talk shit.
This is incredible. Should this have been a thing forever ago? Yes. We're not going to dwell on that. It's here now. It's awesome. It's amazing. It does everything that it needs to be right now, as in a lot of developers just go, I don't know how to do accessibility, so we're not going to. They're saying, nah, that's not going to fly anymore. You have so many resources at your fingertips. They're giving you so much help. It was made, with consulting actual disabled people, which is so important to be like, hey, listen to what we need. Don't try to make this up. We know what we need. Just ask us. They did that right. I love it. I'm all for it. I just love that they're putting their hand out and saying, hey, we want to help make our platform better, so we're going to help you make your games. I wish it was mandatory for all games going onto their platform. I know they're not going to do that. Maybe in the future, hopefully, it can be a part of CERT or whatever to get on to Microsoft platforms, make it mandatory. But for now, this is a great first step in the right direction. Fee, take it away.
Yeah, I was just going to say that I just want to commend Xbox and Microsoft. When they get called out on their shit, they actually do something about it, whereas other actual platforms are like, oh, we'll say, oh no, we're so sorry, and then not do anything. I feel like Microsoft has really shown over the past, year, let alone 5 years, that when people call them out on their shit, they're like, you know what? You're right. Let's find a way to fix this, and so we can be more accessible and more understanding of the platform. Because I know for a fact earlier on this year when they were talking about adjusting their payment system, that they're like, you know what? You're right. I need to fix this. And they are doing this now. And I think that, just like Sly said, yes, this definitely should have been something that should have been implemented a lot sooner. But they're the first people that are probably, and honestly, they're not even probably, they are the first ones that are like, hey, we recognize that we do have people that, accessibility is definitely something we need to keep in mind in our games and our platform. And I am definitely hoping that within, maybe the next few years, that they realize that this is a mandatory thing for all of their games to be able to allow everyone to be able to access it, because I don't think games should be limited to just, hey, here's one group that can be able to play it, whereas everyone should be able to get access to it.
Mm-hmm.
The one thing I want to say is, I agree with all you. I agree with Sly. I agree with Fee about accessibility and that it's just when you say, Sly, that accessibility, I hope it's going to be mandatory for for the game stuff. I think it's going to be in the next probably like 2 or 3 years. I know we're late on it right now. 100% we're late, but I think in about 3 years,
development
like
time.
2 to 3 years, I think it's going to be just a necessity at this point. Because it's like more people are getting into gaming. More people are getting into this platform of like Xbox, PlayStation, Switch. And I feel like the more people you have, the more accessibility you have to have when it comes to this platform.
Sly, I'm going to go to you, then I'm going to go to Frank.
Yeah, the like two big things I want. First, I want every single company to adopt this policy and this strategy. Make this a thing. Hey, PlayStation, get your shit together. Nintendo, especially Nintendo, get your shit together. There's no excuses. Microsoft has shown you can do it. It's possible. Second, I really hope this becomes a part of certification for games. Because indie games usually do this already. Indie games, if you reach out to them and are like, hey, I can't play your game and I want to, they will change their game. And I want to see that energy from AAA games. I want it to be mandatory. I want to see it from them, especially because they have the money to do it. So I really hope that this becomes a part of certification standards for all games in the next 5 years maximum, right? And so I think this is an amazing first step. Shout out Microsoft for, listening when people call them out. And this, I'm just so excited to see what the future will be after this is implemented.
100%. I think that's great.
Yeah, I am hoping this is going to be the thing. And you said 5 years, Sly. I'm saying like I'm hoping 2 to 3. Like I'm being more of like I'm being optimistic about this. But I know you're probably right, Sly, when it comes to like 5 years at this point, because like everything moves so slow when it comes to like the AAA space. When it comes to like PlayStation, when it comes, especially like you said, especially Nintendo. Like they haven't got their online structure right, let alone what their accessibility is going to be like. But like more people are getting into this space, guys. More people are getting into the space. More people are playing games. We got to be more accessible for everybody to play games. Mm-hmm. Doesn't matter what game it is. It needs to be more accessible for everybody to experience games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think anything could be said better. So, okay, that was a long version of course, us doing the news. Which good. It was some heated discussions. We had to break it down, guys. We had to do that. So I'm glad that we did.